We are observing Veterans Day today in a very special way with our Pay It Forward surprise squad.
We recently met up with 3 local veterans who, despite sacrificing so much, they don't ask for very much in return. So right now, we will introduce you to John Abele. He met up with us at the Goodwill in San Mateo a little more than a week ago now, thinking we were interviewing him for a story about Veterans Day. But we had much more planned for him than just that.
They live off the land and stuff like that.
John Abele has plenty of stories about serving in the U.S. Marine Corps. Some will make you laugh.
We were stationed next to a ladies' college.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, so we were 20 miles from that, so that would be the most memorable.
Others will make you realize our veterans were ready to do whatever was necessary to defend our country.
Reagan got shot at. And we were
all you were in the service?
Yep, and so we were all put in cattle cars, and we're just sitting there. Nobody tell us anything. We didn't know if there was a war or nothing. That was very memorable. We were like, you know, because you're a little bit, okay, what are we going to do? Who cares? We're doing this for our country.
John still has stories these days about the struggles he and his wife, Dove, are trying to get through.
She has high blood pressure. She has diabetes. I got sick in August of last year. I ended up losing my job in November of that same year, and we couldn't really afford anything. They ended up having to drain both my lungs, and from being in the hospital for so long, I couldn't really walk anymore. So I had to go to a rehab to help teach me to walk again, because I also have very bad arthritis and diabetes. I'm supposed to just 90% be off my feet.
Well, you know, we have some of those people here who have helped you. We have a surprise for John that will hopefully make these recent stories have a happy ending. So these fine folks are from Armada Home Care and Hospice. By the way, is this comfy? Are you comfy in this?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is it good? How about,
I'm all set.
You want to kick your legs up a little bit?
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, that's nice.
Because guess what?
Oh, gosh. Oh, now I can laugh.
Guess what, John?
What? Yeah.
You're taking these home tonight.
Get out of town.
Yep.
Get lost.
You are.
Come on.
You and Dove.
Jeez.
It's a feeling of surprise, honestly, that you don't realize how hard sometimes other people have it. And it really makes you realize how fortunate you are to have just the basic necessities in life.
Thank you so very, very much. This is incredible.
This one reclines too, so you and Dove can sit together and kick your legs up. If you get tired of one another, one of you can sit here, but I hope that this really helps.
Oh, thank you so very much. You're awesome.
You're so welcome.
I can say I actually know you.
Ask yourself, is there anything that we can do as a company, as individuals, to help other people?
To wake up and just smile, you know? Not. It's almost like having nothing to worry about.
And now at 6, another special surprise for Air Force veteran Garland Leatherman and his wife. Garland Leatherman has seen a lot in his lifetime, especially when he served our country in the Air Force.
Stationed in Germany, I was stationed in Korea, so I loved it all. Got to see the world.
He thinks he's seen it all. He could never be surprised. Oh, but Garland, just you wait. Garland thinks we're interviewing him because of Veterans Day and the rough patches he and his wife Lorenda are battling through. And that's true.
I've got a pacemaker, my knees, my back, everything. I hit 50 and fell apart. With my wife being the only one working, it was just we were short on money, and it was like every payday we were getting further and further behind.
The Leathermans have to provide for more than themselves. They have 7 kids between the 2 of them.
We can't always buy them the fancy stuff.
And 10 grandchildren.
We make sure they're fed and they're watered and got a place to lay, and very loved.
And one of those grandchildren recently had to move in with them.
We don't even have a dresser, so we're kind of, it's this bag's theirs, this bag's ours. So that's how we're living right now until we can get us a dresser.
You just hope it. Well, we actually, so this is the first part of the interview, and then we have to go to another room just to get some other parts of it. So, but that room's right next door. They have some other people in there, so I just want to make sure we don't walk in on anything.
Surprise! What is this?
Well, with 10 grandkids and you taking care of your little grandson, you need some dressers, right?
Yes,
you can't be living out of those bags. So with the help of our corporate sponsor, Armada, we have these 2 dressers and this armoire for you guys to take home.
Well, thank you.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To have people who have given so much, you know, to our country, to make sure that we all have, you know, the freedoms that we have, the freedoms to disagree. To know that someone who has fought to provide that for us is suffering that way is very, very unsettling.
So what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what to think. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is such a help, such a help. Like I said, we're living out of trash bags. Trash bag for socks, trash bag for this. No more, no.
Well, now at 10, it is Patrick Vermont's turn. Like so many of our veterans, Patrick has sacrificed so much, but he doesn't ask for much in return. But about a week ago, Patrick met up with us at the Goodwill on San Mateo, thinking that we were there interviewing him for a story about Veterans Day. Well, we were, but soon that interview took a surprising turn.
Like a first-generation Italian kid, you know, from Jersey.
But Patrick Vermont is also a proud veteran.
I served in the United States Air Force. I was in security forces from 1980 to 1986.
Wow.
The mission was the Air Force, you know, whatever they told us to do. It was a really good experience, it really was.
Adjusting to civilian life hasn't been easy for Patrick. He's now facing a new challenge, very familiar to many of our veterans.
I think it's the courage to say that you're, you know, not right.
Yeah.
I've recently experienced some medical symptoms that have pretty much rearranged my life.
What are some of the things you're going through now?
Mental health and behavioral health and physical health. It's one hell of a roll of the dice, you know.
PTSD is taking its toll on Patrick. Not having any family here in New Mexico doesn't make it any easier.
My daughter is in Buffalo.
So she's in Buffalo. First grandbaby?
Yeah, first one.
Boy, girl?
Little girl.
Oh my goodness.
A new Luciana.
Luciana, nice Italian name there. So you haven't got to see Luciana?
No, I haven't. I've had some things come up, you know, like we all do.
Proud grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided
This is really tough and surreal.
it was time for things to start looking up
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
for Patrick.
Oh my God.
Surprise!
This is really cool.
To thank him for his service to our country.
Come over here. I want to show you some things, okay?
Sure.
Now, I know that having some memory problems,
Yes.
so we've got you some things to help with, you know, making sure you get all your doctor's appointments on there.
That would be
so
really cool.
Daily, monthly, yearly. Got this huge calendar
These
here.
are great. Doodle pounds.
And what's great about this, oh, and I want to tell you, $250 gift card, okay? And what's great about this calendar is that it has the year marked out, so you can go and circle when you want to go back to Jersey to see that baby, because we got you $750 in Southwest gift cards. Thank you. She's got a special grandpa she needs to meet, right? And these are the people who made it all possible from Armada. They want to say hi to
I
you.
mean, I appreciate it.
Thank you for your service, sir. I'm
all right.
so glad you get to see her. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
very
for your
much.
service.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Even the small things matter, and if you can do just a small thing to help a neighbor or a veteran, that it really does matter and does make our community a better place.
Yeah, from my heart, everybody, thank you. It's very important. My daughter will, I guess my son will be a little nervous, but it's okay.
Now, as we mentioned, Patrick was one of 3 veterans we were able to surprise.
At 5, we surprised John Abele with a reclining chair and a reclining couch so he and his wife can relax and elevate their legs and feet for health reasons. At 6, we surprised Garland Leatherman with an armoire. and a set of drawers so he and his wife and his grandkids could have a place to finally put their clothes.
You can catch all 3 stories on KOB.com, and we could not have done any of this without the help of our sponsor, Armada Home Health and Hospice, and Goodwill, who helped us set up all those surprises.
And a very big thank you to all of our veterans. Thank you for your sacrifice and the example you continue to serve for us all.